Fresh from Swiss Watch Expo, I'm Michael, and I've got one of my all-time favorite dress style watches coming up. Back in the early 90s, when Jaeger Lecoultre introduced the Master Control series, they ushered in a whole new era of testing and what they felt was expected of a really nice dress watch. These are, it's a round series of watches, but they're tested for 41.5 days, 1,000 hours. And it's not just for accuracy like the COSC that does the, 3 different temperatures, 5 different positions for 15 days and nights, accurate to within -4 to +6 seconds a day. No, JLC said that's not good enough. We're going to take it to a whole new level. And they test the watch with it completely cased up. So its function is tested for almost, well, let's just say 5-6 weeks. And they make sure that not only is it accurate to a higher standard than the COSC standard, but they also make sure that all of the functions are working properly, that it really is water resistant to the depth that is given, and that it's working the way it should. Now, a word about that water resistance. A lot of times people get confused. For example, this watch, it's really a great feature for a dress watch that it's water resistant to 50 meters. Now, that does not mean that you can take it down 50 meters. That 50 meters is not a measure of depth, but a measure of pressure. So it means that it can take the pressure that would be there at 50 meters of depth. So that might be the stream of a jet from your kitchen faucet might approach that, for example. So the great thing, though, is that you don't have to worry about this watch getting splashed. You don't have to worry about accidentally putting your hand in the water. It probably even would be okay for some surface swimming, but who's going to swim in a leather strap watch? But it's good to know that you don't have to really baby it. It's a very durable watch, and it can really stand up to all the rigors of life. The things I love about this watch, not only is the dial really beautiful, it's got the silver color, but it's just a perfect case size at 39 millimeter. It looks great on everybody. This is probably the Goldilocks size for a dress watch. When you look at it on the wrist, it really is the right size to wear on just about any wrist. It's not a jumbo watch by any means, but it's also not a shrinking 34, 33, 32 millimeter that we've seen from yesteryear. But the functions on this are really amazing. At the top is a power reserve indicator, and as I wind the watch, you'll actually be able to see that increase. It registers up to 40 hours, and of course that's because that's what the capacity of the movement is. But as I'm winding the crown, you can see it move up. It's handy to have. It's sort of like the gas gauge on your car. Shows you how much power reserve you've got built up in the spring. And if you set it down and realize that it says 10, and you're not going to pick it up for more than 10 hours, you need to wind it a little bit. It also has at the seconds, the sub dial at 6 is the running seconds for the watch and the moon phases. I'm not sure how many of us are watching the tides or the moon phases or how important that is to anyone nowadays. But I love having it on a watch. It's just a really good look. It looks fantastic when you see the moon phases. It is a fun thing. Now it has apertures at 9 and 3 to show you the month and the day of the week. And then there is a long hand with a red tip showing you the date of the month. And so this, of course, goes around from 1 through 31, and then you're going to adjust it on a month that has less than 31 days. It does have some little divots that you can use the tool or a thumbtack or a toothpick or a skewer to push and adjust the moon phases, the day and the date. They're all adjusted through these pushers. One of the things I like about the dial is just the legibility of it. The alpha style hands, one facet is sandblasted and the other facet is high polish. Makes it really easy to see. Now, JLC did not sort of cheap out on the buckle. This is a double deployant 18 karat gold buckle. It's got the exhibition case back, so you can see that beautiful movement. And of course, JLC, they are a company that is known as the watchmaker's watch because they have made movements for Audemars Piguet, for Patek Philippe, for Vacheron Constantin. They are truly one of the premier movement companies in the world, and yet this watch is a little bit under the radar as far as the pricing goes. You really get a lot of watch for the money with the Jaeger Lecoultre Master Control. We have generally a good supply of these on hand here at SwissWatchExpo. You can just type in Master Control on the search bar at the top of our website at SwissWatchExpo.com. You can give us a call, see what we have in stock at the moment. They come in steel as well as gold, so there's a lot of variety there. For functions and pricing, there are versions that only have the time or just the time and date and don't have the other complications. So it's a fantastic series, one of my favorite series of watches of all time. At 13 millimeters thick and 39 millimeters diameter, it's probably the perfect size and one of the perfect wristwatches for a dress watch that I've ever seen.